It's probably more of a southern thing, but people all around the country do it as well. Well, folks yesterday who were celebrating the beginning of the year, and again, primarily across the South, love to hear from you. If you live somewhere outside of the South, is it a tradition for you to also eat black-eyed peas and collard greens? So supposedly, my grandmother and my mother, they say that if you eat black-eyed peas and collard greens, you're going to be more successful in the year. The collard greens are symbol dollars, like a $20 bill, $50 bill, the greenbacks. And the black-eyed peas, they symbolize change, quarters, nickels, dimes. Cracker Barrel has traditionally served that on their menu for New Year's. And, Cracker Barrel has had some tough months this year. They had this new CEO or operations officer who tried to change the logo. That went over like a lead balloon. Customers were not happy. She tried to make some other changes as far as the interior of the stores. They've just recently gone back to the original Cracker Barrel because customers didn't like it. Customers, none of us like change that much. It's kind of hard sometimes to change something you've been accustomed to. But in Cracker Barrel's case, things were good until they started making these changes. Then they lost a lot of value, stock value, the company did, because customers were just upset. So I don't know if this was part of that plan change or if it was just another misstep. But customers just were not happy at all that Cracker Barrel did not have the black-eyed peas and collard greens. Interesting text. This is William from Rye, New York. Said, I just wanted to share this piece of Americana that you might like. My Italian grandmother and all the aunts and cousins made and still make lentils and a type of sausage on New Year's Day to usher in good luck for the new year. It's not the same as black-eyed peas and greens, but the idea is similar. Yes, it is. And we were just talking earlier about the tradition, and I think it's more of a southern tradition, but I'd love to hear from you from other parts of the country. Have you always eaten black-eyed peas and greens on New Year's Day? The tradition is, the story is, according to my mother and my grandmother, is, when you eat greens, you're wealthier in that year. The greens are symbols of dollar bills, $50 bills, $100 bills. And the black-eyed peas, of course, for dimes and nickels, your change. But my mother, Nana Hudson, believes that you got to have pinto beans and greens on New Year's if you're going to have any money during the year. Do you have your own customs? But what got me started talking about this is Cracker Barrel, who had a pretty tough year in 2025, and I don't know if it was part of the same team that made some of the crazy decisions that they had to deal with this past year or not, but Cracker Barrel, for the first time that anybody remembers, decided not to have black-eyed peas and greens on their menu yesterday. A lot of people who just don't want to cook, and look, I get that. Peg and I didn't cook. We went to some good friend's house, and she cooked. And you got to throw in cornbread, too, some good cornbread. But Cracker Barrel just decided, well, we're not going to do it. A lot of customers showed up thinking we're going to get our black-eyed peas and greens and cornbread here at Cracker Barrel, and they didn't have black-eyed peas and greens. Cracker Barrel, when Fox News asked for comment, the company said, we're serving our standard menu on New Year's. And when asked specifically about the black-eyed peas, silence, no response. Is it just another example of a company just not really being in touch with their customers, or just not caring about their customers?